Now that we have the paper stencil made and our slabs made with the texture, we're going to actually cut out our slabs to the size they need to be. So we're going to start off with our largest piece, which is the front and back, and we're just going to figure out how we want the texture on the base or the container. So you can play around with it. And once you've decided where you want it to go, just kind of slightly press the paper down. And you're going to use your needlepoint tool to carve around it. Please be exact, because if you mess up a little bit, it's going to be harder to put your container together. So take your time and cut it slowly and make sure you really do your best to cut it to the size of the paper. Now, since this is the front and back, we set aside that piece. But since it's the front and back, that means we just made our front. Beautiful. Now we need to cut out our back. So again, figure out how you want it to look on your front or the back. Let's see, I'm going to line it up because I want it to kind of be the same. Be great. And then again, take your time and use your needlepoint tool to cut it out. Okay, once we have it cut out, we're going to see if we can cut out any other shape with the remainder of a slab. So we're done with the front and back, and now we have those other paper stencils. So we're going to try doing the side. So let's see if this side will fit anywhere. Doesn't quite fit there. Nowhere really. So it doesn't really fit anywhere. Let's see. This little guy will. Awesome. So this little piece will. So what we're going to do is find a place on the slab that it fits. I want texture on it, and we're going to cut that out. Remember, this is the top piece, so we're going to cut two out also. So I'm cutting out the first one, setting it to the side. Now we're going to cut out the second one, which again, I want that texture on there because I made that decision. Maybe I'll change it later, but right now I want it there. And now I have two of those cut out. Okay. So we still have some other shapes. Now this one, it looks like it's not going to fit on any of these. So we're going to double check. Nope. And now we have to take this clay and re-wedge it. So put it in a ball and smash it together as best you can. Take it to the wedging table and wedge, roll out a slab, and add that texture back on. So now you have a new slab to do the remainder of your paper stencil cutouts. So we're doing the side now, which means we need two for both sides. I want texture on one of the sides, so I put it on there. Then the other side doesn't need texture, so I'm just going to try to fit it on the slab once again. Looks like it's a little bit too small, so I just have to smooth all of it out with my metal scraper. Make sure it fits. Boom, look at that. Fits. And cut it out with my needlepoint tool. Now the last one we need to cut out is the bottom slab. So if you remember, we're using this paper stencil for both, and it's going to be 4 inches because that is the width. So I'm just going to take an inch off on both sides and just fold it, and now I just have that bottom size. Beautiful. So now we're on the bottom, and now we're going to see if it fits. Let's see, just do a little hope and pray. Yay! It fits barely. So we're going to cut that out. And once we have this cut out, we will have all the pieces for our slab container made and ready to go. Now remember, the remainder clay we're not throwing away, so keep that clay. You can reuse it and put it in the bag. So now we have all of our pieces cut out, so we're ready to start attaching them together.